What's up, everyone? My name is Blue, and today we're coming at you with some I Don't Work Here Lady posts. These people just can't accept you're not there to do their bidding. If you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And with that, let's get into it. Not in my home, you don't. I'm a flight attendant for a major airline. Several years ago, I lived in Miami Beach in an oceanfront apartment building. Several floors of the building were operated as a hotel, but it was mostly residences. The parking garage was underneath the building. Okay, you get the picture. I had just worked a long international trip and was exhausted. I got home, parked my car, and got in the elevator. It stopped on the lobby level, and a couple who had just checked into the hotel entered. The husband saw my uniform and started loudly griping about their flight to Miami. "We were stuck in Houston for 5 hours, and they didn't give us a hotel room," or some stuff. Now, I take a lot of abuse from people who need to vent, and it mostly just rolls off my back. But that is when I'm on the clock at work. I couldn't believe I was getting nagged in my own home about some airline thing. I was tired and over it after a 10-hour flight. And I let him have it. "You had a stopover in Houston, so I'm guessing you must have flown on United, right?" He said yes. Well, I don't work for United, and even if I did, I still wouldn't give a dang. This is where I live. How dare you get in my face in my own home to gripe about your minor inconvenience? I don't remember everything I said, but by the time we reached my floor, he was backed up against the wall. I do remember shouting, "Bye-bye," as I stomped out of the elevator. I used to be a people person, but people ruined it. Seeing someone who works in an industry does not immediately give you the right to gripe about that industry to them. They don't want to hear it, they just want to go home. Double I don't work here lady. Don't shop tired. Hi. New here thanks to seeing one of the many YouTube channels that draw cool stories from here, and felt I should share a short, silly encounter for the amusement of all. This happened about 12 years ago. But the memory is still fresh. It was an evening after a long day of work, and my wife and I needed to buy a printer for some reason that's lost to me now. We went to the closest place one might find such things, Best Buy, where the store uniform is a blue polo shirt with the Best Buy logo on it. As I said, I had just come from work and was wearing the summer office casual attire of a short-sleeve polo shirt. If you guessed that polo shirt was blue, you can probably see where this is going. So we're strolling down an aisle looking at cheap home printers when I notice a man in blue approaching out of the corner of my eye. The interaction goes like this. Man.
Excuse me, do you have fax machines?
Me. No, I don't. Man.
Okay, thanks anyway.
And walks away. Wife about 10 seconds later. "Oh my God, I think he thought you worked here and wanted help finding a fax machine." Me. "What do you mean? He works here and was just doing the salesman thing. Look, he's wearing the uniform and..." That's when it clicked for me as I looked up and realized two things at once. First, that he's just shopping himself as I see him comparing shelf tags for a couple of items, and he's just wearing a regular blue shirt, not a uniform. Second, that I'm also wearing a blue shirt that looks an awful lot like the store uniform, thus his mistaking me for an employee. And that's how I got to be on both sides of an I don't work here lady encounter at the same time. We did get the cheap printer we came for, and I have tried to make it a point not to go shopping after being zombified by a long day in the office since. This is like that Spider-Man meme, but if neither one realized they were in the Spider-Man costume. But I'm the homeowner. This just happened and I'm still a little confused. Bit of background. I, like most people in our neighborhood, have been working from home since COVID started. We have a townhouse and there's another row of houses behind ours. I wear blue t-shirts because I like blue and am on the spectrum. And mostly because I like blue. Anyway, I've had a bit of a work lull and have been stepping up my cleaning routine. I spent a solid hour on my knees today, scrubbing the kitchen grout that turned out to be a light beige, not dark brown. Who knew? About an hour ago, our doorbell rang. I answered and found a random Karen on my front steps. Without any introduction, she started right in. Cast. Me. EB. Entitled B, aka Karen. SO, my husband. NSO, that she-devil's poor husband. EB. How much do you charge? Me. Pardon me? EB. How much do you charge? Me. Charge for what? EB. Dramatic eye roll. Equally dramatic sigh under her breath. They let just about anyone in here. Unbelievable. In an overly loud tone and extra slowly, how much do you charge for your cleaning services? At this point, it dawned on me that she thought I was here cleaning. This is a bit odd. Our front drapes were closed all day. So the only way she would have seen me cleaning is if she was looking in our back second floor windows. So, yeah, creepy. I'm not a fan of people who are rude. Doesn't matter if you think they are beneath you. There's no reason to be an a-hole. Me. Oh, I see. I don't charge to clean my house. Do you think I should send my husband an invoice? EB. Give me your husband's phone number. Clearly, I'll need to negotiate with him. Me. Oh, no need. He should be taking his lunch break soon. Let me go get him for you. At this point, I shut the door in her face. The high today was 28 and windy, so I can't imagine that she was comfortable standing out there. But at least she had some time to cool off. My husband was coming upstairs at this point and opened the door. EB. Do you speak English? SO. Yes. Do you not? EB. This is America. We all speak English here. Your employee was very rude to me. I want to hire your cleaning services, but she will not be welcome in my home. Bring someone else. I'll need a full house clean tomorrow morning, and I will pay $80 if your staffer does a good job. At this point, EB stomped off, clearly convinced she was getting her house cleaned. I guess she told her husband because NSO came by about 20 minutes later and profusely apologized. Apparently, this had been discussed already, and she absolutely refused to believe that we lived there. Have for more than 6 months now. He had told her to leave us alone, but she was evidently determined. NSO. I told her you guys were the new neighbors. She just refused to believe me. She said you always wear blue uniform shirts and just couldn't be persuaded. I'm so sorry for the interruption. Edit. NSO just came back over with a gift card. Wanted to give us dinner on him for putting up with his wife. I think we'll ask him to join us. Edit 2. Someone pointed out that she didn't give out her address. I honestly didn't notice. Someone also asked for an update. Obviously, we did not show up as scheduled. We didn't hear anything from EB, but I assume that her husband finally got through to her. It was suggested that this behavior hinted at dementia. That's possible. However, alcohol appeared to be the primary catalyst. How does this situation even happen? So you have the Karen spying on her neighbors, that's bad enough, and then she comes over, hears our poster speaking perfect English, and is still unconvinced that not only is she not like a maid, but she can't speak English either. This lady's absolutely crazy. And that's all the time we have for these I Don't Work Here Lady posts. If you liked any of the stories, make sure to click that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any future stories. Thanks for listening, everyone. Catch you later.